What's going on, guys? Today I will be, for this video today I will be, giving you my opinions on who's the best prospect for each NHL team. So, to get it started off with the Anaheim Ducks, I believe Trevor Zegras is the best prospect that they have. A center who played for Boston University this past season. He got 11 goals, 25 assists for 36 points in 33 games played, which is pretty damn good in college hockey, where the pace is more defensively minded, and harder to get points. Moving on to the Arizona Coyotes, who I think Victor Soderstrom is their best prospect, a D-man who played for Brynäs IF this past season. He had 5 goals, 11 assists for 16 points in 35 games played, which isn't great, but it is a pro league where it's harder for younger players to get ice time and stuff like that. Moving on to the Boston Bruins, I have Jake Studnicka, who's a center who played for the Providence Bruins this past season. He had 23 goals and 26 assists for 49 points in 60 games played, which isn't that great, but they don't have many good prospects since they're already like the best team in the league. It's either him or Trent Frederick, but I went for him instead. Then I think he did better last season. Moving on to the Buffalo Sabres, who I picked Dylan Cozens, a center who played for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. He had 38 goals and 47 assists for 85 points in just 51 games played, which is pretty decent. And he's very young, and I feel like he could come up to the NHL next season and help the Bruins, the Sabres, maybe make the playoffs next season. Moving on to the Calgary Flames, they didn't have many, but their best I thought was Jacob Pelletier, a left winger who played for the Moncat Wildcats this past season. He had 32 goals and 50 assists for 82 points in 57 games, which is pretty good. I haven't heard of him, so I didn't expect him to have that high of a total in points, but yeah, they could have a good one in him. Moving on to the Carolina Hurricanes, I feel like I picked out of the box choice with Dominic Bach, a winger who played for Robo BK this past season with 11 goals and 6 assists for 17 points in 45 games. Not that good, but again, he was playing in a pro league already, and he's young, harder to come by ice time in those leagues, and yeah, he has room for improvement, but I feel like he's one of their best. For the Chicago Blackhawks, I have Alec Regula, a D-man for the London Knights. He had 27 goals and 33 assists for 60 points in 56 games, which is really good for a defenseman, but you have to take that with sort of a grain of salt, since he was playing for one of the best teams, the London Knights. So, yeah. But still, he could help them with their rebuild. Next, moving on to the Colorado Avalanche with Bowen Byram, defenseman, played for the Vancouver Giants this past season. 14 goals and 38 assists for 52 points and 50 games played, over a point per game as a defenseman. Very young, and could move up to be on a partnership with Kel McCarr. Could be one of the best defensive pairings in the league there, and very young, both of them. Next, the Columbus Blue Jackets, I put Liam Foudy, a center from the London Knights. He had 28 goals and 40 assists for 68 points in 45 games played. Very good. I felt like they'd have better prospects, but most of their prospects I found out are playing in the NHL. So they're already up another tier, you know. Next for the Dallas Stars, I put Ty Dellandrea, a center for the Flight Firebirds. He had 32 goals and 38 assists for 70 points in 47 games played, which is pretty dang good, if I do say so for myself. Again, the Dallas Stars are already one of the best teams, and to have a good prospect just back there, just being able to develop him over time is very good for the Stars. The Red Wings, the Detroit Red Wings was a very hard choice. It was either Filip Zadina or Moritz Seider, and I picked Filip Zadina. He's a winger who played for the Grand Rapids Griffins. He had 9 goals and 7 assists for 16 points in 21 games. Not great, but he dealt with some injuries, call-ups, call-downs, put him down, call-ups again. And I do believe Filip Zadina has a higher upside than Moritz Seider. He could be one of the best scorers in the league. Moritz Seider may be doing better now, but I feel like when time will show that Filip Zadina will be the better player. They could both be great, but I do think Filip Zadina will be better in the future. For the Edmonton Oilers, I'm surprised by this one. I picked Raphael Lavoie, center who played for many teams in the QMJHL past season. He had 38 goals and 44 assists for 82 points in 55 games. I did not expect for him to be the best prospect. I expected Philip Broberg, but he didn't have that end of the season with Raphael Lavoie. center for many OHL teams this past season. 40 goals, 60 assists, 100 points in 62 games. Very, very good for them. And they need young, cheap players to fit in their lineup since they've spent so much money on so many players. For the New York Islanders, I have Ilya Sorokin, goalie for CSKA in Moscow. 1.5 goals against, .935 save percentage in 40 games played is insanely good. He could come up and he could be a starter by next season, which is insane. For the New York Rangers, I have Lauri Pashunemi, a winger for TPS. He had 26 goals and 14 assists for 40 points in 49 games played. Not the best stats, but it's in a pro league, in the Swedish league, which is pretty impressive if you think about it like that. Moving on to the Ottawa Senators, I picked Eric Brandstrom, defenseman, played for the Belleville Senators this past season. He had 3 goals and 20 assists for 23 points in 27 games, which isn't that great. It's decent for a defenseman, but not that great. And I think that's because of the Senators calling him up every now and then, which really could throw off a player. Next, to the Flyers, I put Cameron York, defenseman for the University of Michigan, this past season. He had 5 goals and 11 assists for 16 points in 30 games. Not the best whatsoever, but they don't have that many prospects. They had Morgan Frost, but I feel like he played too many NHL games this season to be considered a prospect. So, yeah, that's my reasoning for picking him. Next, moving on to the Pittsburgh Penguins, we have Samuel Poulin, a winger who played for the Sherbrooke Phoenix this past season. 32 goals, 45 assists for 77 points in 46 games. Very good. He's probably most likely going to be playing in the NHL next season, if not this playoffs. He could be, if they go ahead, he could be playing. Moving on to the San Jose Sharks with Jonathan Dahlin, winger for some Swedish team. I don't know how to say that. I'm not gonna try. He had 36 goals and 41 assists for 77 points in 51 games, which is good, very good for a pro league, and the Sharks are in desperate need for some prospects. Like, they are really in trouble. For the St. Louis Blues, I picked Nikita Alexandrov, a center for the Charlottetown Islanders. 23 goals and 31 assists for 54 points in 42 games. Decent. And the Blues don't have that many prospects to pick from, so it's not going to be the best prospects since they are the best team. For the he is in a pro league already. And the Jets have used many of their prospects this year because of their injury problems. Tell me what you guys think in the comments of my choices. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace, guys.